Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your love and romance reading for the time of Venus in Capricorn. Our planet of love and romance, Lady Venus, is moving into the hard-working, dedicated sign of the Goat, and that starts January 8th through February 1st, 2021. So during that time, I think love takes a turn for the much more serious. People are thinking more about long-term relationship possibilities and also working harder on their relationships and being more dedicated to that effort. So let's get into your reading. Cancer, this is going to be all about what you will experience during that time. Venus in Capricorn, of course, that sign is the opposite polarity to your sign. So that means this time of Venus being a Capricorn is very positive for you, I think, in relationship, because your universal relationship house is ruled by Capricorn. So that means that Venus is actually at home in its own house of the 7th for you on the universal level. So there is quite a focus on love, romance, and partnerships of all kinds, not just romantic ones, but all partnerships, especially those family dynamics and those work dynamics. So Cancer, as always, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every single one of you out there. Please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This will strongly resonate the most with Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. So do check the personal placements of your natal chart to get even more out of these readings. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and info are down below in the description box. And if you have not yet done so, I always invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. So let's see what we've got for you in the cards today, Cancer. This will be all about what's coming up in your relationship life over this cycle. And keep in mind that these are going to be for anybody, whether you are single, coupled up, or in separation or in a reconciliation type dynamic right now. So let's see what we've got. Dear angels, guides, guardians, ancestors. Let's see what we have for our beautiful Cancers out there. Please show me what's going on with them, what they've got coming up around this transit of Venus in Capricorn. Thank you so much. All right. Ooh, and like I said, commitment is definitely part of this, Cancer. So if you're already in a relationship, that commitment is deepening. If you are single, that is what you have on your mind. If you're dating or meeting different people, you're thinking about which one of them has the ability to go to the next level and really become something serious and long-term. You're not really interested in something that doesn't have the ability to have roots and stability and stand the test of time. And definitely for those of you who are in any sort of separation, reconciliation type of energy, you're really having that commitment tested. That's what I feel very much. And it's like, does this have what it takes to keep going? And that's the big question that's on your mind. So let's go ahead and dig into the major arcana of the tarot. I'm going to pull one card to represent your energy during this time and one for your partner or future love partner. Let's see what's coming up. I'm going to pull for you first, Cancer. See, Cancer, you're coming through as the Empress, so definitely loving, abundant, creative, you know, feeling pretty grounded within yourself, maybe doing a lot of work these days, because that is our, you know, Taurus and Libra energy. Definitely someone that puts in a lot of effort on their own pursuits and their own work. It's a very creative energy, a very fertile, abundant energy. It's mothering, it's nurturing, and it's also just like this ultimate love energy. So you're coming through very strong on that Venus vibration here. So let's see what your love interest or potential love interest has got going on. We got the Hanged Man. So Cancer, your potential love interest or current love interest is maybe going through some hard challenges. They may be going through some trials by fire. To me, the Hanged Man is always about going through a trial to get to some point of spiritual enlightenment. It can be that feeling of not being very sure. They might be a little wishy-washy in your mind. You might be saying, I don't know if they're for real. I don't know if they're, you know, really committed to me, or if they're really interested in me or not, because the Hanged Man, it's like things are in flux. Things are not completely done yet. It's like things are, you know, not completely there or here. One cycle hasn't finished, the new cycle hasn't begun. And my feeling with this card is that it's usually a situation where they're going through quite a lot. They're going through some challenges, maybe having to make a lot of sacrifices. It's a Neptune energy, so there's a lot of releasing around that card as well. So let's see what we have got. You may be dealing with Pisces. That's another thing I'll point out with Hangman. Might be dealing with Pisces. So let's see what we've got deeper into this. Let's see what you feel about this person, Cancer. What are your feelings about this relationship or about getting involved with this person? Let's see what we got. Ooh, Cancer. So you feel, I get a feeling that you're pretty strong within yourself right now. And for a lot of you, you know, you may be saying, well, you know what, whether they come around or not, whether they figure out that I'm a good person or not, I'm doing really well within myself, because the Chariot is a total power card for you, Cancer. This is one of your own cards in the major arcana. It is very, very strong. It's learning new things. It's moving to the next level. It's balancing those intense inner emotions. So I do feel that you are pretty empowered, and that's what you're coming into this relationship or looking at this relationship from that perspective, is that, you know, if you're in it already, it's like you don't want to lose your power or give away too much of that power to someone. And I feel like you're coming from a place of strength. That is how you are. And so I feel like your overall energy is coming through very nicely here. I feel like you know you're a catch. You know that you have a lot to offer, and you're not willing to give up all your power for anybody right now. So let's clarify that, Chariot, please. Yeah, Ten of Swords, because I do feel that, and it may not be necessarily about the relationship at hand, but I feel like in your past, you've definitely come through some cycles of either betrayal, disappointment, hardship, but that cycle is done with this Ten of Swords. That's the completion of a very difficult cycle. And so whether this person is the one that puts you through that or not, I feel like this is something you're really letting go of, and you're ready to go to the next level, if not already gone there. Yeah, you're not going to put up with that kind of behavior. And if it's not this person that caused that trouble for you, if it was someone else before you met this person, it's like you are not going to put up with more of that. You've learned from it. You have grown from it so much with that Chariot being there. So let's see what their feelings towards you. How do they see Cancer? Let's see what they feel. Oh, Cancer, they might feel left out in the cold from you. They might feel like cut off some way, feel like they're, you know, stuck out in the cold, aren't able to get in touch with you, aren't able to get time with you. Oh, and if this in your situation is a person that didn't treat you so well, oh, they are feeling it. They're feeling it. They absolutely know that they screwed up and that they are in the doghouse. So let's see what's clarifying this. This is a powerful reading. I feel like they kind of see you and they kind of want the new start. They're kind of like Page of Pentacles. It's like, Cancer, will you please talk to me? Will you please let me in? I've got this pentacle here. You don't want to chat? Can I have a minute? You know, and it's that feeling. And it's really, really, really up to you. Can I add another really? Whether or not you let them in. It truly is. And really, ultimately, what I feel with that Five of Pentacles is that they need to find that way back to you and back to source, right? Because that, to me, is what that card is very much about, is that need to go around that side of the building. Remember that you do have the key to get inside to the warm inner sanctum. You don't have to stay out in the cold. And so if they have not yet done the work on themselves and they expect to come back in, I think you'll reject it. You know, they have to come in with something very solid. They have to come in with this. Otherwise, I don't think that you'll put up with it, because I see you as in a place of strength here and a place of like, look, I've done my time. I've gone through the backstabs, the betrayals. I don't want to go there again, and I'm going to the next level. So if you aren't willing to work on yourself and come on up, yeah, you know. And that's a very specific kind of scenario for this. If it's a new person, they might be kind of beat up. You know what I mean? If this is someone you don't know that well, they could be kind of, you know, just beat up and afraid of being left out, afraid of being, you know, cut out of your life. Because I think, you know, you're coming through is very powerful. So let's get the pros and cons on this. Let's see what the positives are that draw the two of you closer together. King of Swords. So I do feel like there's a meeting of the minds here. This is very strong Aquarius energy. You do talk really well together. Like you have a lot in common. You know, there's definitely that commonality in the way that you think, talk. You may have the same values. You may have the same mass worldview, socially, politically, etc. All that kind of thing. And when you get together, it's like talk, 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 talk. So let's see what clarifies our King of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. And I do feel that you're pretty patient with each other, right? I mean, this is to me, these energies though are more on that logical, practical, intellectual side and not so much on the squishy, romantic, emotional side. So, you know, you might be kind of you know, holding back a little, Cancer. They might be as well. There might be a little bit of a mutual caution because, you know, King of Swords is all about making good plans and making good decisions. And you both want to make sure you're making a good plan decision. And because that Seven of Pentacles is there, it does say to me that this is one that could take a while to truly unfold. But because it's in the positives, I would say that being patient with the situation is actually favored over rushing into anything here. So let's get now into your, let's see, the challenges, the blockages, the potential obstacles that are in the mix here. Let's see what they're showing up as. The Magician. So, I mean, Cancer, this feels very specific to some of you. It really does, because I feel like this person might have really let you down in some way, really hurt you. Something happened, and it's like, that's the heart, that's the blockage, is this new beginning, because the Magician is all about creating a new reality, starting things all over, you know, beginning something new. And so it's like there's that new start. And I feel like that's the blockage. It's like, are you gonna let them in or not, right? Are you gonna give them a new start or not in this dynamic? Let's see what the clarifier is here. Hierophant. Oh, not without a lot of commitment. And that may be indeed what the heart of the matter could be, because this is the blockage. We've got the Hierophant. You know, this could be something that it really broke your trust or the commitment in some way. It felt that's just what it feels like to me. And it also feels like maybe, you know, you wanted to have that commitment stronger. Maybe they did. I mean, it could be their way, but I feel like it's more coming from you. And if they didn't give you that commitment and stability that you really wanted, it was like, no, because this is about the challenge, right? You know, there was the need for the new start, the new beginning, the solidity, the stability, the dedication, the commitment, the spiritual, you know, commitment to each other there with that Hierophant. And so I feel like, and for any of my, you know, single Cancers out there, where it's like you're trying to choose from somebody, or you're just kind of looking, or you're not sure who you're going to be with, my feeling is, it's like, unless the person coming in is willing to really grow something and commit and make this nice new fresh start with you and really create a life, you're not very interested in it, because you've already gone through so much pain, hardship, disappointments and letdowns, and you're not in that place anymore like that. You're like, no, I don't, that's what I'm going away from. So let's look at your suggested approach. Let's get some advice on this, Cancer. Yeah, I think, if you're just taking some time for yourself, it's totally the right thing here, Cancer. I think that you do still need a little healing on this. Here's our Hermit card. That's our Virgo energy. So it's like really tune in to your own energy, your own power, your own strength. Follow your truth. Follow that bright star, even through the darkness. You know, the Hermit is definitely a little journey of soul searching and really taking that look deep within and following your truth, even if it seems like you're alone doing it, right? It's not always following the popular crowd. It's really listening to yourself and doing what's right for you. So let's clarify that, Hermit, please. And the Six of Cups. Wow. Oh, Cancer. So deep. This to me is definitely about doing that inner work and healing. It's also contemplation about, do I want to reconcile with this person? If that is your situation, do I want to heal this? Do I want to try? Especially if this is somebody coming in from the past, because the Six of Cups is very much about that energy. It's very nostalgic, very sentimental. You know, you may be weighing, well, is there enough good in this dynamic, in this relationship, to make it worth pursuing, or is it something that I just need to let go of? This is also dealing with healing some of that inner child stuff, because that gets back into those deep family roots. It's very much your energy, Cancer. It really is. So let's get a potential outcome on this. What are we looking at coming through as a result of this Venus in Capricorn cycle for you guys? I like it, Cancer. End of a burdensome cycle. 10 of Swords and now 10 of Wands on this. Yeah, you're wrapping up some old burdens. You are literally saying, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with this heaviness. I'm done feeling like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. You know, this relationship business, this stuff is not all on me, right? It's equal, right? It should be equal. It should be both people giving 100% of their best of themselves, not about just one person having to do all the work. So Cancer, I see you, whatever your decision being, is saying, I'm not going to take, you know, more than my share of the burden or more of my share of the work, right? Wow. I do. This is positive. It feels like you're really taking your power back on. Oh, and look at this! Hermit card came out twice in this reading, both on the suggested approach and on the potential outcome. So I do feel, most likely at the end of the day, Cancer, for most of you that resonate with this, this is going to be a thing where you really do take time for yourself, or you kick someone to the curb that just, if they haven't been doing you right. And you're really, you know, and even if you're still working on making that decision, you know, after this Venus Capricorn cycle, it's important that you do it. It's fine that you take time to yourself. And if the other person can't understand that you need to do that, you need to take your time, don't worry about it. Death card on the bottom. So yes, big transformations, death and life and rebirth cycles, a Knight of Wands. This is very rapid movement, guys. This is moving forward very quickly, probably more quickly than you think it will. And when you take time for yourself, that moves it along even faster. So let's get an affirmation on this for you, Cancer. Ooh, I like the artwork on this. Oh my goodness, and on the back we have romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. So Cancer, at the end of all this, I do feel like the chance for love, commitment, all that good stuff is there. It really is, whether you feel like it or not right now, or whether, you know, it seems possible right now. Either this person's going to get their act together, or if you're a single Cancer, I think that's something you are evolving so strongly in this reading, and you're not willing to take less than what you deserve. So beautiful reading on the whole, I gotta say. I really like the energy that's coming through for how you're being represented. So I hope you have an amazing Venus in Capricorn cycle, and I will be seeing y'all again very soon. Take care.